So one chord sound that I really like a lot is the minor 7 flat 5 sound. You can think of it just like a regular minor 7 sound. So I was playing C minor 7. Also just a disclaimer, I'm tuned down half a step. So I'm just going to call this C. So this would be the 3rd fret on the A string, 5th fret on the D string, 3rd fret on the G string, and then 4th fret on the B string. If I move this 5 down a half step, you get that minor 7 flat 5 sound, which is much more tense than your regular minor 7 chord, which is perfect for heavy metal because you want to try and get some of those flat 5s, dry tone sounds in there. But if I'm just looking at it just only from this inversion, I notice I have my root, my flat 5, my minor 7th, and my minor 3rd. But I can rearrange these notes just going up using just basic inversions to come up with some different sounds. So it's all going to be playable over C. It's going to give you a C minor 7 flat 5 sound, but just a different inversion of it. So learning those different inversions will allow you to come up with some different chord sounds, and you might be inspired by them. Even throwing the whammy bar in there. So maybe the bass player is playing just C the whole time, and it's going to be a C minor 7 flat 5 sound. Instead of just hanging on one chord the whole time, you can throw in these different chord voicings to keep the listener engaged and interested in what you're playing instead of just playing on the same chord the whole time. And then you can also apply this, to different arpeggios for solo purposes, and I'll talk about that right now. So if I'm thinking about getting some different licks out of these, I can see here my root position. Right, if I move this up here, I can get this kind of looping thing where kind of a cool lick, and then again up here. Different sound, it's still C minor 7 flat 5. Just starting it on the flat 5th now. And looping it in a different way. So rather than going, just always starting and ending on the C here, it has this weird other, foreign, strange sound to it, but still very much so part of that C minor 7 flat 5 sound. Same thing if I'm starting up here. So this would be like. So this works as an exercise, but also a different way to get some licks. So for instance, you could go back and forth between maybe pick your 2 favorite. Like I like starting the flat 5, and maybe go up to the flat 7, and go back and forth between those licks. So yeah, as you can see, you can get all different types of ideas and be inspired by the guitar in new ways just by coming up with learning your inversions and moving them around. You never know what kind of sound's going to jump out at you. You might be bored with a specific chord voicing or sound, but then if you just rearrange the notes, it's like you can hear it and see it in a new light. Same thing goes for the arpeggios. So it's definitely stuff that you can mess around with writing riffs, licks, solos, melodies. All different types of things to break out as different patterns and come up with some new sounds that hopefully will be fresh to your ears. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this Guitar World column, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Peace.